Pitmaster here with Courtney McGee, the Crusher, and we're going to talk about Bruce Lee, or as the owner of Lululemon calls him,
Bruce Reed.
Bruce Lee. That is the most ridiculous thing. Some guy makes a joke that Asians say Ree instead of Lee. They don't pronounce their L's right. And now he's politically incorrect and he's like the frickin' KKK devil. It's pretty ridiculous. But anyway, I love Lululemon, by the way. Or as he likes to say, Lululemon. We say, that's the way Asians say it. They say, instead of Lululemon, they say,
Lululemon.
It's not, who cares? Whatever it is, he's laughing all the way to the bank. And I love his stuff, by the way. Remen.
I don't know who this guy is or what his clothes do.
He does not look like, I would expect some little goofy guy, kind of like little, because he's making Lululemon. I mean, that's got to be the wimpiest, clothesline you could ever think of. And the name, Lululemon. But this guy's a big, buff, bald guy. He's like, no neck. He's like, yeah, the Asians call it Lululemon. That's why I called it Lululemon, because I could laugh at them when they came into my store.
Yeah.
He was kind of a funny guy, though. But anyway, we're talking about Bruce Lee. Okay. First of all, I hear people saying, well, Bruce Lee could never be an MMA fighter like he said he could. He would never be a great MMA fighter. First of all, Bruce Lee died in like the mid-70s. There's no MMA. He never once said, I could be an MMA fighter. So I don't know where that came from. But reading his book and looking into his old material, back in the late 60s and early 70s, he was already expanding his kung fu training and combining with left hooks, uppercuts, jabs, right crosses, double leg takedowns, single leg takedowns. He was even talking about arm bars and knee bars. I mean, he was so ahead of his time, martial arts wise, and physical training.
Interval training.
He was talking about interval training, Tabata type interval training, because he didn't think long distance runs like everybody else did. Now we find out he was right. He didn't think that was as good. He was talking about Tabata intervals. He was talking about Olympic weightlifting. He was talking about snatches and clean and jerks when everybody else said those weren't good. So, and his training system involved a full range of MMA type training. He did wrestling, he did judo, he did jiu-jitsu, he did boxing, he did kickboxing, and he did CrossFit style workouts. So would he have been a great martial artist or MMA fighter? Who knows? He might have had a glass jaw. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
But he could have been, maybe if it came along when he was there. He definitely was an athletic, well-rounded martial artist. He never fought, but he never professed to be a fighter. He was a martial artist. So, I don't know. I think Bruce Lee was one of the brightest visionaries in our martial arts history. Do you?
I agree.
I think he was right up there with guys like Chuck Norris, Benny the Jet Urquidez, obviously the Gracies, which were, you can't ever argue the Gracies. But, Bruce Lee was coming from a different time. He was coming from the late 60s, early 70s. And like I said, he was already talking about interval training. I didn't hear that till probably the mid to late 90s. So I think he was way ahead of his time. I wish he was around now to check it out and be here, hanging out with us. I wish Pops was here still, too. But anyway, I think of you every day, Pops. He's right there watching over us as we speak.
There he is, too.
There. And his ashes are right there. That's Pops. Hey, Pops. Love ya. He loved the pit. Anyway, thanks for coming, guys. I'll see you soon.
Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those kids were fast as lightning. In fact, it was a little bit frightening, but they fought with expert timing. There were funky Chinamen from funky Chinatown. They were chopping